Hey, church family, it's Pastor Billy with your update this week on your newsletter. I hope that you're having a blessed week. I hope that things are off to a good start for you. And just want to take a few minutes today to highlight our normal weekly activities, but then this video may be slightly longer, and I want to lean in and talk a little bit about Heaven's Gates and Hell's Flames. So, first things first, this week and regular activities. Starting tomorrow night, Wednesday night, we will no longer be serving a meal after the service. We're going to begin serving the meal at 5:45 on Wednesdays, leading up to 6:30 service time, and that'll be it. If you get here at 6:28, you can fix a plate, you can bring it in service, or you can get here and you can fix a to-go plate and have it for afterwards. Completely up to you, however you want to handle that. Be your decision. But again, 5:45 to 6:30 is now the meal opportunity window. Additionally, look into tomorrow on Wednesday. It is this week that y'all are going to Riverwood and Spires, and Miss Nancy has asked if possible for you to wear tropical colors and to meet where you sign in, and that you will all go in together as one group. I think she's got something special planned, but you'll see that it's typed out in the bullet points here below on the newsletter. And so if you're involved in going to the Riverwood or Spires, make sure you read that and do your best you can to meet that request. Also, Sunday morning, we're back to a normal schedule. Had a great time last week. I want to say thank you to everybody for your hospitality. Thank you to everybody for bringing food. There was an abundance of food. And so it was a good time, and I appreciate all the hard work and effort that goes into that. Also, as I mentioned, Sunday, we have an opportunity to feed the football team. The dates that we are feeding them are September 26th, then I believe October 3rd, October 10th is off, then we have October 17th, 24th, and 31st. A number of you have expressed interest in helping. And I had one person ask, can we make a cash donation? Absolutely. If you want to give specifically to feeding the football team, you can do that. There's a couple of those meals that people have volunteered out of their pocket to pay for, cook, prepare the entire meal. And then the other meals, we're kind of putting together different people and planning a menu. And so if you want to help offset costs, by all means, we're providing a meal, dessert, and drinks for those 5 weeks for the football team. And so any way you can be involved, we welcome you to do so. And so those are just kind of regular announcements, things that are coming up as far as our church is concerned. But looking forward to Heaven's Gates and Hell's Flames. I want to talk about it for a few moments. I said Sunday that we turn the corner on homecoming. It is all things Heaven's Gates, Hell's Flames from now until the production itself in October. And we are going to begin turning our attention there relatively quickly. This Sunday, I will spend a few moments talking to you all about things concerning Heaven's Gates, Hell's Flames. A number of you have said, hey, I'm willing to help. If you haven't said that you're willing to help and you are willing to do so, please let me know. We need cast members. We need people who are willing to take on speaking roles in the play itself. There are non-speaking role cast members. We need people who are willing to help participate in counseling. Lord willing, we're going to have this thing 3 nights, and I hope that every night there's at least 20 people get saved. That means there'll be 20 conversations to be had that night with those people about what it is they're doing, about accepting Christ, encouraging them to follow through on water baptism, to follow through by being in a Bible-believing church. And we're going to get their information. Listen, if they live in Cartersville, we're going to share their information with a church in Cartersville, with a pastor there who'll go out and follow up with them. This isn't necessarily about building Floyd Springs as much as it is the kingdom of God. And so we want to have those conversations those nights. And so I need counselors. We need greeters. The production itself is going to take place in the gym. And so we need people helping folks find their way through our church. We will have nursery that night. We're also going to have children's church. So we need people to help with nursery. We need people to help with children's church. The difficult thing about children's church for this is the play itself is a little over an hour long. So where children's church is normally 30, 40 minutes. If I'm long-winded, it might be an hour. It's for sure going to be an hour plus. The service itself is going to be about an hour and 20 to an hour and 30 minutes. So there's a ton of space for people to get involved. You don't have to be in the play. You can help in a number of areas, but we need you. Guys, this is not about our church necessarily. Is this hopefully going to be edifying to our body? Absolutely. Is this going to be something where we gain people to disciple, baptize, and love on, and welcome into our church family? I hope so. But for you and I, for the believer already, this is a chance for us to roll up our sleeves, come together and unite under the gospel of Jesus Christ, and present the gospel in a very clear way, and see people come to Jesus. And so I need you. I need you to help. And if there's any of the things that I've said that you're willing to do, please let us know. Going on with that, stay with me, and I'm almost done. I'll keep this under 10 minutes. August 24th, Sunday evening, is going to be an overview night. If you are participating in Heaven's Gates, Hell's Flames, I need you to listen, and I need you to attend these Sunday evening activities through the month of September. Sunday night, August 24th, is going to be an overview night. I have taken a video of a Heaven's Gates and Hell's Flames production, chopped it up. There's the opening act. There is an act where you see somebody go to heaven. There is one where you see somebody who goes to hell. And then there's the final act, which typically involves a family that is divided. In other words, a couple of family members are taken to heaven and a couple are taken to hell. And then the missionary comes behind that and says, hey, look, you've just seen it. The gospel is clear. You're going to spend your eternity in heaven or in hell. The choice is yours. And so it's a very clear presentation and a very clear appeal. And we're going to watch a video that night so you guys see it and you begin to understand exactly what we're going to do. We're also going to talk about what that week looks like, beginning on Thursday, which I think is October 2nd. The missionaries arriving here at our church. Friday night, we will have a service for all the cast members and participants. Saturday, we're going to meet a couple of times, practice and rehearse. Sunday, we'll have our Sunday morning worship service. We will meet that afternoon. Sunday night is our first live run through the play. And then each night is going to be a special night to invite certain people. And we're going to talk through all of that in greater detail. That's going to happen on August 24th. I need you here. September 7th, 14th, and 21st, all Sunday evenings, are going to be training sessions for all of our cast members, all of our counselors, all of our greeters, about having gospel conversations, equipping you and preparing you for that week, as well as for follow-up afterwards. Y'all, one of the most crucial parts of Heaven's Gates, Hell's Flames is not the week itself. It's about what we do with those people who make decisions that week in the weeks to follow. So follow-up is going to be crucial. We're not making infants and leaving them on the doorstep. Those who we see come to Christ, we're going to follow through. We're going to challenge them to follow through in water baptism. We're going to challenge them to follow through and be part of our church or a Bible-believing church. We're going to encourage them to be discipled. The Bible doesn't just say go and baptize. It says go and make disciples, baptizing them. So we're going to disciple these people too. So it's going to be crucial in the follow-up phase. And so we're going to be training on September 7th, 14th, and 21st for that. September 28th, it's the Sunday night before Heaven's Gates, Hell's Flames, we're going to have a work night here. The production itself is going to be taking place in the gym. We've got to build a stage, which is going to be 16 by 20. We've got to build a set of stairs and a 4x4 platform that will be the heaven area. There'll be another set of stairs coming off the back of that. There'll be stairs on either end of the stage. We've got to put around 400 chairs out in the gym. A big undertaking. I need everybody to help for that night so we can prepare for the week to follow. We're going to do all of those things on Sunday evenings through September. We're going to do them at 4:30 on Sunday evening. That was the time we started with last fall for Sunday evening activities. We're going to continue to stay with that time. In doing so, it allows Michael and Aaron the freedom to continue to have choir practice. I've asked, or going to ask, Michael about choir times. To this point, I'd already asked him to consider not having it at all. He was willing to oblige, but I think if we do it this way, he can still continue to have choir practice because it's time for them to begin to prepare for Christmas. Of course, September 28th, the work night, and October 5th, the Heaven's Gates Hills Flames nights themselves, there would be no choir practice. So, listen, that kind of details it all. We're going to talk more about this on Sunday, but I hope you've hung with me. Y'all, this is a big deal, and I want to ask every single one of you right now, start praying. I believe with all my heart that the opportunity that we've had recently at the high school with football players very well could be so that we see some of those young men come to Christ. I believe with all my heart that we have an opportunity to see lives change for all of eternity, and we need to pray, and we need to be willing to dig in. Y'all, this is a once every 3, 4, 5 year kind of thing, and it's here, and I want to take full advantage of it. I'm sorry that I'm getting emotional, but I need you to dig in with me. I need you to help me. If it's me, Shane, and a handful of people, this isn't going to go as far as it will if our church will buy in, if you will support me and you'll participate. I truly believe we can see God do great, mighty, and awesome things, and I'm believing for it. So, I love you. God bless you. Have a good week. If you got any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. But otherwise, I will see you soon. God bless you.